Hello everyone, Dr. Renu this side, and in our subject Human Values and Professional Ethics, today we are going to cover our next topic, that is value education. So these are the table of content. First we are going to start with the introduction part of value education. After that, importance, objective, component, methods of imparting value education, challenges that we are facing in value education, and last one is basic guidelines of value educations. So let's start with the introduction part. Value education refers to the process of teaching and learning about the values that are important for the personal and social development of individual or our society. Value education aims to instill moral, ethical, cultural, social values in the student, which helps them to develop a strong characters and become responsible, empathic, and well-rounded individuals. Value education refers to the systematic approach to inculcate ethical values and morals principle in an individual. Value education consists of formal and informal methods of instructions aimed at developing characters and moral integrity. Value education include honesty, respect, compassion, responsibilities, and fairness. The basic goal of value education is to develop a strong ethical foundation that guide behavior and decisions making. If we are taking an example in a classroom activities where students discuss the importance of honesty and share stories of when they had to make an honest choice, reinforcing the value of the truth. Now individual grow through the values. Individual grow through the values. Values are fundamental to a personal development and self-actualization. Values help individual to develop a sense of purpose, and they're providing a direction of living a life to the individual. Personal growth through values include developing self-discipline, resilience, and a positive attitude built among the individuals. Value can also contribute to the emotional and psychological well-being. Mindfulness and meditation sessions that teach students the value of inner peace and self-reflections, contributing to their overall mental health. These are the importance of value education in modern world. Value education is crucial for fostering ethical behavior and social responsibility. Value education addresses issues like ethical dilemma, social justice, and environmental sustainability. The fast-paced and competitive nature of today's society often lead to the ethical challenges. Value education helps individuals navigate these challenges with integrity. It also helps in promoting cohesion and teaching respect for diversity and encouraging community engagement. Environmental education program in schools that teach students the importance of sustainable living and taking care of the planet. So let's start with the importance of value. In this first one is moral development, ethical foundation. In ethical foundation, the value education provides a strong ethical foundation. It helps individual distinguish between right and wrong. After getting the value education, an individual easily able to differentiate between the right and wrong. It also helps in building their characteristics, foster qualities such as honesty, integrity, and responsibility, essential for the personal and professional success. Social cohesion, respect for diversity. Value education promote understanding and respect of culture, religion, and ethnic diversity, which is crucial in increasing multicultural society. Also, it helps in community engagement. It encourages activities or active participation in community and civic duties, fostering a sense of belongings and responsibilities toward the society. Emotional well-being, it also helps to enhance our emotional and intelligence, enhance the enabling individual to manage their emotion effectively and build healthy relationship between the society. Resilience, it also helps the individual to cope up with the stress, adversity, and the setback. Now, it also helps in the academic and personal success of individuals also. It helps to lead a positive behavior. It encourages the individual to leading a conductive learning environment and improved academic performance. Lifelong learning, instill allow for lifelong learning or personal growth is essential for the rapid change world. So with the help of value educations, we also provide with the lifelong learning. After that, preventing of the social problem, in which conflict resolution, after learning the value education, or we can say that the value education teaches conflict resolution and problem solving skills. It reducing the incident of violence, bullying, and the other social issues. It also helps in ethical decision making. Value education promote ethical decision making, help individuals make responsible choices in their personal and professional life. It also helps in global citizenship, means global awareness and sustainability. Uh, Value education fosters a sense of global citizenship, understanding the interconnectedness of the world and the importance of international cooperation. It also encourages sustainable practices and environmental responsibilities, critical for addressing global challenges like climate change. After that, it also helps in the workplace also to enhance the ethics in the workplace. Okay, professional integrity, teamwork, and cooperation. Value education emphasis on importance of ethics and integrity in professional setting, leading to more trustworthy and effective organization. It also helps to promote teamwork, cooperation, and mutual respect, enhancing workplace productivity and harmony. After that, technology impact. In technology impact, we are discussing about the digital citizenships and critical thinking. Value education help individual on responsible and ethical use of technology, critical in an age where digital interaction are increasing fastly. With the help of value educations, we can encourage our youth to minimize the use of or the destructive use of the technology, the digital technology. And it also leads to the critical thinking, develop critical thinking skills to navigate the vast amount of information and misinformation available online. Personal fulfillment, sense of purpose, it helps individual discover a sense of purpose and meaning in the life, which helps the individual to leading a great personal fulfillment and happiness. Inner peace, in inner peace, it helps to promote inner peace and mindfulness, contributing to overall mental and emotional well-being. And after that, the foundation of future generation. Value education helps as a role model by instilling strong values in today's youth, where we create role models for future generation, ensuring the continuity of ethical and moral standards in the society. So we can say that value education is essential for fostering a well-rounded, ethical and socially responsible individual. It contributes to the overall well-being of the society by promoting values that leads to the harmonious living, responsible citizens and sustainable development. Now, component of the value education. Moral education is crucial component of value education that focuses on developing ethical and moral values in the individual. So let's discuss about the component of value education. First one is teaching moral principle. In teaching moral principle, with the help of value education, we can learn the lesson of honesty, integrity, respects of other, responsibilities. For instance, teaching students the importance of honesty by discussing the consequences of lying and the value of being truthful. After that, ethical decision making. Value educations also helps in the decision making process of the individual. It helps in the activities and discussion that involves more dilemmas, where student must weigh different opinion and consider the ethical implementation of their choices. In this, we can say that a classroom debate on whether it is ever acceptable to lie to protect someone's feelings or not. Role playing and simulation. In that role playing exercise, where student can act out scenarios that require them to make ethical decisions. In that, stimulating a situation where a student find a lost wallet and must decide whether to keep it or return it. After that, next one is character education. Programs and activities that focuses on developing specific characteristic traits such as respect, fairness and responsibility. For instance, a character educations program that include weekly theme like Respect Week, where students engage in the activities that promote understanding and participating respect. Moral stories and literature. In that, one can use stories, fables, literatures that convey moral lesson. In that, we can take reading and discussion fables, which often illustrate moral principles, such as the boy who cried wolf, which teaches the importance of honesty, or such kind of the stories, the literature we can discuss is okay. After that, service learning and community service. In that, one can encourage students to participate in community services project that help them develop a sense of responsibility and empathy. Organizing a community cleanup event or a visit to a local nursing home. Reflection and discussion. In it, providing opportunity for students to reflect on their action and discussion moral and ethical issues. Having regular classroom discussion where students share their personal experience related to honesty or kindness and reflect on the way they learned or reflect on what they learned from that. Role model and mentoring. In it, introducing students to role model who exemplify moral behavior and integrity. In this, inviting a local community leader who has demonstrated strong ethical principles to speak to the student. Creating a moral environment. Establish a school culture that promote and reinforce moral values. Implementing a school-wide code of conduct that emphasizes respect, responsibility, and kindness, that recognize students who demonstrate these values. So, by incorporating these components, moral education aims to develop individuals who not only understand ethical principles but also participate them in their daily lives. Now, next point is objective of value education. Moral development, one is the most important objective of value education. The objective of value education is to develop a well-rounded individual who possesses strong moral compasses and the ability to contribute positive to the society. So in moral development, there is first one is ethical awareness, character building. In ethical building, yeah, or we can say that ethical awareness, one instill an understanding of ethical principles and the ability to distinguish or differentiate between the right and wrong. Everybody have the two options. When one have to make a decision in a particular situation, he or she have an options. First one is right and second one is wrong. So with the help of value education, it also helps to distinguish, to differentiate between what is right and what is wrong, so that one can easily make the decision in that particular situation. It also helps in the character building, foster qualities such as honesty, integrity, responsibilities and respect. After that, social development, cultivate empathy and compassion towards other, promoting kindness and understanding. With the help of value education, we can cultivate empathy in the others. We also promote, we also enhance the kindness in the among the individual. Encourage active participation in community and civic duties, understanding the importance of contributing for the society. It also helps in the personal development. It develops self-discipline and the ability to make responsible choices. Self-awareness. In self-awareness, it enhances the ability to reflect on one's action and their impact of that action on the others. After that, emotional development. It also helps in the emotional development or emotional intelligence. With the help of value education, one can improve their emotional intelligence, including the ability to manage emotions, build healthy relationships, and resolve conflict amicably. Resilience, in that foster resilience and the ability to cope up with challenges and setback. After that, cultural understanding, in that respect for diversity. With the help of value education, one can promote respect for the culture, religion, ethnic diversity, fostering an inclusive and harmonious environment. In that, encourage a sense of global citizen also, understanding the interconnectedness of world, that how all the world are interconnected with others, and the importance of international cooperation. Intellectual development, in that develop a critical thinking skills to analyze and evaluate information and make informed decisions. Lifelong learning, instill a love for lifelong learning and the pursuit of knowledge and personal growth. After that, spiritual development. Value education also helps to increase our inner peace, promote inner peace and mindfulness, encouraging students to find balance and harmony within themselves. It also helps students discover a sense of purpose and meaning of life, guiding them towards fulfilling the meaningful life. After that, behavioral development, it also helps or encourage positive behavior and habits that reflect the core values in the daily life. It also helps it to develop our leadership skills and the ability to work collaboratively with the others toward a common goal. So the overall goal of value education is to prepare individual to navigate the complexity of the life with a strong ethical foundation, contributing to their personal well-being and the betterment of the society. So now come to our next point, that is imparting value education. Imparting value education effectively require diverse methods and approach to cater to different learning styles and the context. So let's start with the imparting value education. That first one is integrated curriculum. In that, one should incorporate values into various subjects. For instance, or example, teaching empathy through literature, environmental responsibility in science, and ethics in the history. Project-based learning, in it engage students in the project that require teamwork, ethical decision making and social responsibilities. One should also include the experimental learning. While implementing the value education, one should teach through experimental learning, which involves students in community services project that promote values like compassion, cooperation, and civic responsibility. They also take the students to the field trip, visit to the historical sites, cultural institutions, and the social organizations can provide real world context for the value education. In role modeling, teacher or educator should explain the values they teach, as a student often learn by observing adult behavior. And a organization or school must involve the community leader, professionals, and activists to share their experience and values. After that, storytelling and literature, fables and parables, we already discussed about that. Biography, study the life of notable individuals who exemplify admirable values and ethics. In that, we can study the biography of renowned persons, renowned personalities who encourage one to lead a valuable life. Discussion and debate, one should facilitate open discussion on moral dilemmas, current event and ethical issues to encourage critical thinking and moral reasoning. In debate, one should organize on value-laden topic to help students articulate and defend their viewpoint. Interactive activities, in that they can stimulate real life scenarios where students must make ethical decisions. Use educational games that promote cooperation, fairness, and ethical decision making. After that, reflection and journaling. Personal reflection encourages students to reflect on their values, actions, and experience through writing or discussion. And after that, maintaining journals where students can express their thought on values and documents through the learning journey. Collaborative learning, in which one can include the group work, promote teamwork through group project and activities that require collaboration, respect and mutual support. Peer monitoring, in it establish peer monitoring programs where one student guide younger one in understanding and participating core values. Visual and performing arts project, in it one can use visual arts to express values and ethical themes. In dramas and music, one can incorporate plays, skits, and songs that highlight moral lesson and ethical issues. After that, technologies and multimedia. In technology and multimedia, one can use the film, documentaries, and online content to illustrate values and the ethical concept. One can utilize the app of online platform designed for value education, offering interactive and engaging content. After that, school culture and environment. In it, one can create school environment that reflect and reinforce one value through its policies, practices and culture. Assemblies and events, organize school assembly, workshop and special events focuses on value education. Partnership with families and communities. Parents should conduct workshop or attend workshop. Okay, the school should conduct a workshop for the parents on how to reinforce values at the home. Community engagement involve the organization, school activities and value education program. Implementing these methods require a holistic approach where values are consistently reinforced across different contexts and through various activities. The basic goal is to create an environment where values are lived, experienced and internalized by the student. Now we had studied about the importance objective of value educations. Now come to the point, the challenges. The challenges we are facing, the individual are facing, the schools are facing, the education institution are faces by implementing the value education. Value education, which involve teaching and learning about ideas that the society deems important, faces several changes in today's complex and rapidly changed world. So first challenge is diverse cultural background. In it, pluralism. Students come from diverse culture, religion and ethnic background, making it challenging to create a universal accepted set of values. Cultural sensitivity. Educators need to be culturally sensitive and inclusive, which is required a deep understanding of various cultural norms and values. Next one is changing social dynamic. In it, modernization and globalization. Rapid change in technology, communication and globalization influence values, often leading to conflict between the traditional and modern values. Individualism and collectivism. Balancing individual rights and freedoms with community oriented values is increasingly difficult to diverse society. Influence of media and technology. In today's world, there is a more, means if you are talking about a student or a person, out of 24 hours, out of 24 hours, he can spend 8 to 9 hours on the social media. So the influence of social media and entertainment can propagate values that may conflict the educational goal. Digital literacy, ensuring students can critically assess and navigate the vast amount of information available online, is essential. Education system constraint, curriculum overload. Existing curriculum are already crowded, making challenges to integrate value education without overburdening students and the teachers. Standardized testing and performance metrics often prioritize academic achievement over value-based learning. Teacher preparedness. In training, many educators lack the training and resources to effectively teach values education. Personal biases. Teachers' professional value and biases can influence the way they impart value education, leading to the inconsistencies. Economic, social economic disparities. In it, social economic factor affect access to quality education, which in turn impacts the effectiveness of value education. Economic pressure. Families facing economic hardship may prioritize immediate financial need or value-based education. Assessment challenges. Measuring value. Unlike other academic subjects, values are difficult to assess quantitatively, making it challenges to measure the effectiveness of value education program. The subjective nature of values makes standardized assessment problematic. Parental and community involvement. In it, one should ensuring active participation of parents and communities in value education is crucial, but often that is lacking. Difference between the value taught at the school and those practices at home or in the community can create confusion among the student. In moral relativism, ethical diversity, the concept that moral principles are not absolute and can vary with circumstances and complicate the teaching of universal values. Critical thinking encourage fostering a set of core values is a delicate balance of achieve. Now come to the point, the basic guidelines of value education. After addressing the challenges required to multifaceted approach involving collaboration among educator, parents, policymaker and the community, continuous dialogue, adaptable teaching methods and inclusive policies are essential for effective value education. And implementing value education effectively required a structured approach with clear guidelines. Now let's discuss about the guidelines for the value education. First one is universal value. In universal value, the value that is accepted universally and respected across the culture and the society. In it, focus on the fundamental values such as honesty, respect, empathy, responsibilities and fairness. Choose values that are common to all human beings, regardless to their culture, religion, and social background. This helps in creating a shared ethical foundation. Show how these values in various contexts are and how they can bridge cultural and societal difference. In this, we can take or teaching the value of respect through diverse cultural examples, illustrating how respect is fundamental principle through different society. Rational values. Value should be taught in a way which is logical and understandable, fostering critical thinking, which encourages students to question and reason through ethical dilemma and scenario. In it, rationality present value through rational arguments and reasoning rather than mere assertion. This helps students to realize the values by understanding their importance. In it, one can promote open discussion where students can explore the rationale behind different values and understanding their relevance. A classroom debate on the importance of honesty where students present arguments and counter arguments, fostering a deeper understanding of the value. Next one is verifiable values. Value should be demonstrable and verifiable through personal experience and observation. Encourage experimental learning where students can see outcome of value-based action. Allow students to test, verify values through a real-life application and reflection. This experimental validation helps in solidifying their understanding and beliefs in those values. Reflection include reflective practices where students analyze their action and their alignment with taught values. In it, we can take an example, a service learning project where students engage in the community service, reflecting on how their action impacted others and how values like empathy, responsibilities play out in the real scenario. Next one is leading to harmony. Value should promote personal harmony and social cohesion. Focuses on value that foster peaceful coexistence of mutual respect. Teach value that helps individual achieve inner peace and self-respect. This includes self-discipline, gratitude, mindfulness. In social harmony, emphasis value that promote social harmony such as cooperation, tolerance, justice. This value helps in building a cohesive and inclusive society. Role-playing activities that teach conflict resolution help students understanding the importance of cooperation and tolerance in maintaining social harmony. Integrate value into curriculum. Incorporate values education into the existing curriculum across various subjects rather than treating it as a stand-alone course. In literature class, selected text that highlights themes of the honesty, integrity, and empathy, discuss characters, actions, and the moral lesson they convey. Using experimental learning, in that engage students in activities that allow them to experience and practice values in real life situation. In it, one can organize community service projects such as volunteering at a local food bank and participating in neighborhood cleanup efforts to teach the values of the compassion and civic responsibilities. Promote active learning through discussion and debate. In it, facilitate open discussion and debate on ethical issues to develop critical thinking and moral reasoning. Hold a classroom debate on the topic like animal rights or environmental conservation, encouraging students to explore different viewpoints and ethical consideration. Encourage reflection and self-assessment. In it, one can provide opportunity for students to reflect on their values, behaviors, and consequences of their actions. Ask students to maintain a journal where they write about instances where they had to make a moral decision and reflect on what they learned from the experience. Utilize role-playing simulation. Use role-playing exercise to help student understanding and emphasis on the other perspective, and practices ethical decision making. In it, one can create a role play scenario where student must decide how to allocate limited resources in a disaster relief situation, or emphasis values such as fairness, compassion, involve parents and the community. Collaborative with parents and community members to reinforce values, education outside the class. Organize workshop for parents on how to model and discuss values at home. Invite community leaders to speak about the importance of value in the personal and professional life. Incorporate stories and literatures. In it, one can use stories, fables, literatures that convey moral lesson to illustrate values in an engaging way. Read fables like The Boy Who Cried Wolf to discuss the importance of honesty, or use novels such as To Kill the Mockingbird to explore themes for justice and empathy. Create a positive school culture. In it, the school should foster an environment that reflect and reinforce core value through policies, practices, and interactions. Establish a code of conduct that emphasizes respect, responsibilities, and kindness. Recognize and celebrate students who demonstrate these values in their daily interaction. Teach conflict resolution skills. In it, equip students with the skills to resolve conflict peacefully and constructively. Implementing peer meditation program where trained students help their peers resolve dispute, promoting value like empathy, fairness, and cooperation. Provide consistent and positive role model. In it, one can ensure educators and staff exemplify the values they teach, as students often learn by observing adult behavior. Teachers and staff should model behavior such as punctuality, respect, and integrity. Highlight stories on historical and contemporary figures who exemplify strong moral character. Use technology and multimedia resources. Leverage technology to provide engaging and interactive value education experience. In it, one can use educational videos, apps, and online platforms that focuses on ethical dilemma and moral stories. Shows like TED Talk, documentaries that highlight social justice issue. Implement reflection and assessment tools. Use tool to assess student understanding the application of value. In it, develop rubric for assessment student participation in service learning project or their reflection in journal, focusing on the ability to articulate and practice the value learned. So, value education is essential for fostering a well-rounded, ethically grounded individual capable of contributing positive to the society. By following these guidelines and incorporating value or various methods and activities, educator can effectively teach values and creative an environment that support moral and ethical development. Now come to the next point, that is social harmony. Social harmony refers to the peaceful and cooperative coexistence of individuals, groups within a society. It is characterized by mutual respect, understanding, and collaboration among people from diverse backgrounds. Or one can say that the importance of social harmony cannot be overstated. as it is underpin a stable and inclusive society. Now let's talk about the elements or importance of the social harmony. Respect for diversity. Social harmony acknowledging and appreciating cultural, religious, ethnic and linguistic differences. It ensuring that all the individual, regardless of their background, have equal opportunity and feel valued in the society. Effective communication in it, promoting open and respectful dialogue, understand different perspective and resolve conflict empathy, encouraging active listening to foster empathy and reduce misunderstanding. In social justice and equity, social harmony helps guaranteeing that the individual have access to the same right and the opportunity as the other have. In fair treatment, ensuring fair treatment for all, addressing discrimination and promoting social justice. Yes, next one is community engagement. In it, encouraging active participation in community activities and civic duties to build a sense of belonging and responsibilities. Also helps in promoting volunteer work to support and uplift marginalized group within the community. Social harmony also helps in the conflict resolution with the help of meditation and other peaceful conflict resolution techniques to help or address dispute resolution. It also helps in educating individuals on non-violent communication and problem-solving skills, shared values and objectives. It also helps in identifying and working towards common goal that benefit the entire community, promoting civic virtue such as honesty, responsibilities and cooperation. Now come to the point, the importance of social harmony. First one is peaceful coexistence. With the help of social harmony, one can reduce violence, crime, social unrest, creating a safer environment for all individuals, foster a sense of security and stable within the community, economic prosperity. With the help of social harmony, one can promote economic development by creating a stable environment conducive to investment and growth. It also helps in encourage collaboration and innovation, leading to increased productivity and economic opportunity. In social stability, social harmony helps in enhance social stability by reducing tension and conflict among different groups. It also helps in promote the cohesive society where people work together towards their common goal. Mental and emotional well-being, it helps or contribute to the mental and emotional well-being of the individual by creating a supportive and inclusive environment. It also helps in reduce stress and anxiety associated with discrimination and sexual exclusion. Education and personal growth. Social harmony provides a supportive environment for education and personal development. It allows individuals to reach their full potential, promote values such as empathy, respect, cooperation, essential for the personal growth and development. Strengthening democracy. In it, the social harmony helps or support democratic principles by ensuring that all voices are heard and respected. Encouraging civic engagement and active participation in democratic process. Sustainable development. It also helps in facilitating sustainable development by promoting practices that benefit both the society, the community, and the environment. Social harmony also helps in encourage the responsible use of resources and environmental stewardship. So, in that we can say that the social harmony is a fundamental to the well-being and progress of any society. It fosters peace, stability, and prosperity by promoting respect, understanding, and cooperation among individuals and groups. By striving social harmony, community can create an inclusive environment where everyone has the opportunity to thrive and contribute towards their common goal. So, so it is all about the importance of social harmony, and followed by this we can take a case study. A case study of Akansha Foundation. Akansha Foundation, established in India, focuses on providing quality education to children from low-income communities. This non-profit organization runs schools and centers that aims not only to improve academic skills but also instilling strong morale in the students. So, while implementing the value education, they focuses on the curriculum integrations, life skill sessions. In curriculum integrations, they focuses on values such as empathy, respect, honesty, responsibilities are embedded into the curriculum. Lessons are designed to include discussions on ethic, dharma, and real life scenario where students make values-based decisions. And in life skill sessions, it includes regular sessions conducted to teach life skills, emphasis, teamwork, communication, and conflict resolution. In it, activities like role playing, group discussions help students understand and practices these values in a supportive environment. Students participate in the community service project, fostering a sense of responsibility and compassion toward the society. So these projects include activities like cleanliness drives, helping at old age home, and participating in the local governance discussion. Teacher training receive training on how to integrate values education in their daily life practices. Workshop and continuous professional development programs are conducted to equip teachers with the necessary skills to promote value efficiency. So now come to the point, come to consider the outcomes of these value education. In the first outcome is that the student shows improved behavior and a great sense of social responsibility. It also enhances academic performance due to the supportive and positive environment given by the school. Graduate of the program often return to the communities as a leader and role model and preparing the cycle of the value-based education. And in the second case study, it is all about the character education partnership in the United States. In this, the character education partnership, known as Character Taught Organization, is a national advocate and leader for the character education movement in the United States. It works with schools to create comprehensive character education program and develop student ethical and social emotional. In it, school identify a set of core values such as respect, responsibilities, fairness, and caring that become the foundation of their characters education program. These values are prominently displayed throughout the school and are integrating into all aspects of school life. whole school approach in which character education is not confined to specific classes but in a school-wide initiative involving students, teachers, staffs and parents. Activities including morning meeting where values are discussed, storytelling sessions that are highlight moral lesson and recognizing programs for students who demonstrate exemplary behavior. In service learning projects are a key component, encouraging students to apply ethical principle in real world situation. In it, projects include environmental conservation efforts, social justice initiatives, and community outreach program. So in assessment and reflection, school regularly assess the effectiveness of their character education programs through survey, observation, and academic performance metrics. Reflection sessions are held for the student to discuss their experience and personal growth related to the value education. So the outcome of these are that the student increase empathy, integrity and commitment to the positive social change. Schools report a decline in the behavioral problem and an improvement in the overall school climate. Long-term benefits include the development of well-rounded individuals, contribute positively to society, and leading us to moral principles. So, in this case study, we illustrate how integrating value education into the curriculum and social culture can significantly impact student personal and social development, fostering a generation of ethical, responsible and social conscious individual. If you are talking about the value education in India the Vivekanand Kendriya Vidyalayas in Arunachal Pradesh, also known for its emphasis on value education, inspired by the Swami Vivekanand teachings. In that Vivekanand Kendriya Vidyalayas integrates values like honesty, self-discipline, respect for others into their daily curriculum. And students engage in morning assembly with prayers and moral stories, participate in cultural program and undertake social service project. The outcome of that, the student exhibit strong ethical behavior, academic excellence and a commitment to the social services. And the same concept of the value educations are followed by the Mahatma Gandhi International School, Ahmedabad. And also, as we discussed the challenges faced by the educational institute while implementing the value educations, the same challenges are faced by these institutions also. Uniform implementations are not there. There is a need for a standardized approach to value education across all schools in India to ensure consistency and effectiveness. Parental involvement, we can say that encouraging parental involvement in value education can reinforce the value taught at schools and create a supportive environment at the home. Also developing effective tools to assess the impact of value education on student behavior and attitude remain as a challenge. So leveraging technology to create engaging and interactive value educations modules can enhance learning outcome. So in last, while I'm going to conclude the today's lecture, value education in India plays a crucial role in shaping the characters and future of the student, fostering a generation that is not only academically proficient but also morally and socially responsible. So value education in India have evolved significantly over the year. Emphasis in holistic development of the students by integrating moral and ethical values in the educational system. But we have also focuses on the challenges which we are facing, our students are facing, our children are facing, our education system are facing, and we have to cope up with the, we have to coordinate with the education institute if they are going to implement some curriculum, or they want that the parent should take a part in that. If there is some class are going on, there are some workshop of they are encouraging, see, they are